Welcome back. Today marks 22 years since the terror attacks on the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and Flight 93. It's a day Americans will never forget. Those attacks shocked the nation and led to changes that altered U.S. government, travel, and our culture.
Joining us right now with some reflections on 9/11, Jeh Johnson, the former Secretary of Homeland Security, and a partner at Paul Weiss, Rifkin, Wharton, and Garrison. Nice to have you back on Good Team, New York.
Thank you for
Secretary.
having me.
Where were you on 9/11? Because you were in between acts of service, right? You were in the Clinton administration at one point, and then in the Obama administration at another point. So where were you on this day 22 years ago?
22 years ago, on this day, I was celebrating my 44th birthday. Today I'm 66.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I was in my law office in Midtown Manhattan, Paul Weiss, the same firm I'm with now. And I had been in the Pentagon as General Counsel of the Air Force just 9 months before. And I was sitting in my law office and I heard somebody say, hey, a small plane hit the World Trade Center. And I looked out the window in the office adjacent to mine, and I saw the building burning, and I thought immediately, that's not a small plane. And then I was going back and forth between watching it live with the naked eye and watching it on TV. The moment I will never forget, Rosanna, is when that first tower collapsed.
It almost seemed unreal.
It was,
right? I mean, it took a while. We were on the air that day, and it took a while for us to truly comprehend what we were seeing.
It was a moment in my life when my brain would not accept what my eyes were seeing. I kept believing that those towers were going to emerge from the smoke because they had been such a fixture on our landscape for 20 years. And certainly, like many of us, my life changed that day. And I had a renewed dedication to go back to national security that day.
I just wonder, 22 years later, how you feel security is going, especially in New York City these days. Are you concerned with what's happening at the border?
The threat streams have changed dramatically. The threat we were dealing with 9/11 and post 9/11 were foreign terrorist-directed attacks on our homeland. And during the Obama years, when I was in national security, I was pleased to be part of that counterterrorism effort. Now we have different threats. If you ask me what's the #1 threat to our nation and our world right now, long term, it's climate change, global warming, the severe weather events we're seeing more and more. We deal, of course, with domestic terrorism, acts of domestic terrorism. My biggest concern in the short term, frankly, is the erosion of our democracy. The increasing stagnation and polarization in Washington, which disables our government from doing what it needs to do to protect us and protect our homeland. The border, I wouldn't characterize so much as a security issue.
You wouldn't?
But it is
Why not?
Not a security issue.
Why wouldn't you do that? Because I mean, there's lots of reports that people from other parts of the world are coming through because there's an opportunity to get through.
Correct, but that's not a security issue, Rosanna.
So what is that?
That's taxing our resources, without a doubt. It's taxing our resources here in New York. It's taxing our patience politically. These migrants, for the most part, are helpless, desperate people wanting a better life here in the United States.
And pardon me for interrupting, but that's not all that it is, because we're looking back at fiscal year 2022. That's at the record for the number of arrested illegal border crossers, that also the number of migrants who died making the journey, the number of dangerous narcotics were seized during that year, even the number of suspected terrorists arrested trying to illegally cross the border.
Well, fentanyl is different. What happens at the ports is different. We need to continue to invest in high technology to detect things. Most of the narcotics and weapons that are smuggled into this country are smuggled at the ports. And that's why we need to continue to invest in technology at the ports of entry. There are notable exceptions in terms of the criminal element in migrants. For example, this escaped convict in Pennsylvania right now was an undocumented immigrant. He entered this country illegally. Statistically, the crime rate among migrants is actually lower than it is among the general population. It does, however, present a major problem, which we're seeing right now here in New York.
So this is a crisis, though, because what you've been used to seeing was maybe 1,000 illegal immigrants crossing a day. Now it's 4,000. You said it was a crisis, but the White House doesn't think it's the same.
Oh, it is very definitely a crisis. The high on my watch was 68,000 in 1 month, May of 2014. That felt like a crisis. Now we're seeing numbers again, surging again, of like 177,000 per month. Those are large numbers being absorbed primarily on the Texas border with Mexico in the Southwest. They're coming here, they're coming to Chicago, they're coming to California in very large numbers. And in my opinion, our government needs to step up to do more to try to help communities like this one.
Thank you. Jeh Johnson, former Secretary of Homeland Security. You're going to be with us as the ceremony for 9/11 begins in just about 7 minutes. Thank you so much for staying with us.
Thank you.